Hello, good evening and welcome to the Virtual Racers Club. We're here on a Friday evening to view round 9 of the MTCC. We're here at Suzuka to view the 3 sprint races that will be here over the next hour or so. Championship is in Discord. It's all, we don't know if I've gone full screen. That means I can't see. Oh, Miquivery in the chat on YouTube saying hello. I don't know why I went full screen on that. You can see chat easier. Sorry. So yeah, I think we had a bit of drama in the Discord. We don't know if Talleyrand will be able to make it this evening. Skyjacker is hosting, as I think Talleyrand's got internet problems. I'm not 100% sure, but it sounded that way. But at least in this championship, they can drop around. So if he does miss it, it's not the end of the world for his championship. Talking about the championship, let me just get on with the table. So Alphanut is leading the championship on 385 points, with Talleyrand in second on 383 points. In third is Racer Brown on 305 points, with Homesick Alien in fourth on 275 points. Skyjacker is fifth on 269 points, with Jam Huntington in sixth on 265 points. Then below Jam Huntington in seventh is JTX on 239 points. Shadow Rider is 8th on 203 points, with Guesty in 9th on 100 and, I think that's 83, 183 points, with Casper in 10th on 120 points, and Cthulhu in 11th on 94 points. Bleeding join till round 5, so he's only scored 4 rounds so far. Skyjacker looking like he's topping the timesheets in the Audi TT out there at the moment. It's, what time is it? It's 10, well, we've got about 8 minutes till qualifying. Shadow Riders joined. People are starting to filter in now. Homesick before that. That's good. It just looked like there wasn't many numbers up there, but they're starting to turn up now. So the circuit is Suzuka circuit. The race distance is 7 laps. The lap length is 3.609 miles, and it has 17 turns. The fuel is set at ×4. Tyre wear is at ×4, and they use racing soft only. And I must say, this season's championship has been as tight as a duck's bum, racing up and down the field. So let's have a look at the livery, shall we? There we see Skyjacker in his monster Audi. Oh, Nika in the chat says, I wonder who forgot about the update today until they turned on the PS4 tonight. I wonder. So Racer Brown in his Pertec Lexus, there in second spot, just giving a 208.989, just over a second slower than the Audi of Skyjacker. In third we see Guesty. I think them 3 are the only that have set times at the moment, only 3 that have set times. Skyjacker, Alphanut on an out, well, just starting a fast lap. Shadow Rider going out for an out lap. There we see one of the Red Rockets. One of them's turned up in 6th, with JTX in 8th. Well, not 8th, he's in the pits, sorry. Ooh, boom. Skyjacker. So let me shuffle this paper around to sound like I'm important and I'm doing something. Pull the keyboard closer to me because it's miles away. I don't know why I've suddenly got arms that long. I'll put the controller there. Look at me getting all comfortable. Get my seat all. Can you hear that? Scraping my seat around. Make sure I'm in the right optimum spot to watch this race here. Shall we? Oh, Racing Brown has gone for... Oh, no, Skyjacker's going in the pits. So, shall we choose some poor soul to get in the car with? I think. Homesick Alien has left the room. Oh, he's going to be right back. Sat on board with Alpha Knots. Just coming out of Spoon. Going up the short straight. For the absolute amazing corner, 130R. See what he's going to do. Floor it. Or lift. Off the accelerator. Back on the accelerator. Lovely. Absolutely lovely. Didn't lose much speed in there at all. Heavy braking for Casio. I haven't got the map, so I'm making these up as I go along, trying to remember them. Talleyrand appears to be online now. There we go. Mika Wivry, PI, is on the case. Pat also in the chat says hello. Some Japanese fun on Children in Need tonight. That's it, and Friday the 13th. So, you know, let's go to the place that believe in superstition the least out of everywhere in the world. We'll go to Japan because they're not superstitious. So sat on board with Alpha through the S's we've just been. Going up the hill now, trying to maintain that speed all the way through these apexes, up over the crest of the hill, heading back down. Mika Wivry, you what we call children in need in Scotland. You what we call, know what we call children in need in Scotland? Bairns? English? Oh dear, we're having a proper reset here, Skyjacker says. There goes the room, and now I'm left with you guys. So how's your Friday evening been so far? 5 to 8? I've got a latte and a Red Bull. I've just had some waffles and burgers with cheese on and a bit of salad. It was lovely. Jam in the chat say, Phil, hey Phil. Hey, I have a big yawn. I wonder what's gone on. I should open Discord to see what the issue could be. I saw Jim One Wise was practicing. He was having a wee little practice for... What was he practicing for? The sprints. It's just on his own. Wheels are playing up. How weird is that? How very strange. No, Matt Psycho's not practicing Jam. This one's just Jim One Wise in the Porsche. Just thought we'd pop in and say hello to him. See the Red Bull design that I made that no one wanted. I was only having a practice to see if anyone came across any problems whilst they were doing their Red Bull car. I could say, oh yeah, I've done that, I've come across that. But so far, nothing. Racer Brown is, hi, how are we? Good evening. I'm not too bad. Pat also says, not bad today. I got an E-Type Jag as daily car. Wow. That's awesome. It's Jim. He's going around. Where are you racing next then? Like a Majuari East. There we see that sexy Porsche Coca-Cola. Hey, we do a bit of advertising for Jam's League. I did a recording for... I did what do you... I don't know what you call this. But I did one this morning for the Porsche Sprint Trophy. So that went on YouTube today. It was a cracking 3 races. Looks like a tidy little championship that one's going to turn out to be. Right, Jim's gone to stay in the pit. He's got all nervous. We'll leave him to his thing. We'll go back to see if Skyjacker's got a room open yet. Leave the room. Yes, please. International broadcast, Jam says. Oh, the room's back up. So look, I'm off. I'll see you guys later. There we see. Here we go. Wait for me. Wait for me. I'll be 2 seconds. So yeah, there's the Red Bull. So, I mean, we've only got this round 9 and round 10 at Brands for the MTCC, and then that's wrapping up for the year. We've got the WRX carrying on up until Christmas. We've got the Porsche running for the next 5 weeks, and then we'll have the Red Bull Racing, Red Bull Junior, the Red Bull Juniors on Sunday evening for 5 weeks up to Christmas. So that's what that's what the calendar's looking like in the future for us. We'll see Shadow Rider is out and about. Hello, Shadow Rider. So we had a little blip there. Hope it's nothing to do with the update, because I always have this weird conspiracy theory that when something new's on its way out, on its way to coming out, they usually dumb down the original to make people jump ship. And Apple did it. So we've got 5 minutes. 5 minutes until some beautiful 20-minute qualifying session of these Group 4 cars whipping around the glorious racetrack of Suzuka in Japan. In the chat we have, hang on, I'll get back to it, Jim on Wise, evening all. He's obviously got YouTube on while he's practicing, so he saw us popping in to see his absolutely stunning Porsche. Pat says, don't you just love technology sometimes? It's amazing. I don't live in fear of it at all. The Mika Wivery says evening again. Joni T, we have best commentator. Thanks. I believe that's JTX. Mika Wivery says they have adjusted the penalties again. I know that much. Yeah, bar the penalties. And Jim on Y says, sorry, had to stop, sort out the children. The little darlings. Aren't they just? Yeah, Joni T is JTX. I guessed it. So now, looks like we're doing well so far. We've got a few people in. Racer Brown, homesick with his Subaru. What did I say? 4th in the championship behind Racer Brown. All to play for there. Alpha leading this championship by 2-3 points. It's been seesawing between him and Talleyrand. It's going to be a tight call for the end of the championship season. And Jam, he's had a couple of wins now, I think. At least one, I definitely remember. Skyjacker looking for his first win this season in that Audi. We know it can do it. Alpha's had it up there a few times now. And there's JTX. Loving that Peugeot action. At least it looks good. If it doesn't want to go round corners. Although, you know, the update, they might have sorted that out. Talleyrand has left the room. Oh, it's not looking good, is it? For our man Talleyrand, I think he had an issue last time. In the area he lives in. I think they're all covered by the same internet, and I think it just went down everywhere. So maybe he's having some sort of issue like that. I know he, as a backup, would run off his phone, but it's not the most stablest of connections, is it? So I'm just quickly nipping to the Discord chat just to see if there's anything. Oh yeah, oh god. All sorts are going on. So someone's wheel says it's doing 85 miles per hour. Talleyrand couldn't see the lobby. It's 13th, isn't it, of course? PlayStation reset. You want a lobby reset? My wheel's not working. Be right back. I doubt it helped, to be honest. Oh, we try. MC back up. Yeah. So it sounds like loads of issues out there. This new update, everyone's loving it. I've heard good things about this Yaris. Is it a Yaris? Some sort of Toyota that you can now use. That's been added. And they've been saying it's a nifty, fun little car to drive. I haven't tried yet. Q mild panic. Apple iOS update today too. 3 devices to update is a real pain. You're not wrong. I don't even know who Sam Eagle is, but I'm on Amazon Music and that's all I ever get is Sam Eagle is live now. That dude is doing the longest gig I have ever known. Because I'm sure for 3 weeks in a row I keep getting Sam Eagle is live now. I don't even know who Sam Eagle is. There you go, Racer Brown. Taking it to the edge. Racer Brown putting it fastest. Skyjacker is saying ready. We have a Talleyrand in the room. So, I don't know. I'll say I'm ready. We're ready, aren't we? Us and the YouTube army, 7 strong. Oh, what have I done? There we go. I'm doing something wacky. Go with a soft Y. I might go with a hard Y for the final round next week at Brands Hatch as well. In good old Blighty, good old fashioned, the place they like to queue. There we see the Ys pouring in. People wanting to get on with qualifying in the chat. Pat says one of the Muppets, an American Eagle, Sam Eagle. Oh yeah, that big blue dude, wasn't it? The big blue bird. Homesick Alien is in 3rd fastest at the moment. No one's really done a run, have they? A 2:08.8. Seems quite competitive from Alphanut. Talleyrand's gone again. He's really struggling with that connection, it seems, and as he's left, Skyjacker has started qualifying. So if he returns, Talleyrand will be at the back of the grid. Here we go then, Mika Wivery. I follow a band who have been doing a virtual gig all throughout the lockdown. They must be shattered by now. Knackered. Why? Fancy me censoring you, Mika. I don't think knackered's any ruder than shattered, but I think it's just one of them things. When I was a kid, that was a swear word. Yes, I don't want to hear you saying it's a disgusting word. You're 12, for heaven's sakes. I don't want to hear language like that coming from your mouth. So Alphanut looking to extend his lead this evening. He wants to have a good strong one to put the pressure on Talleyrand to come back next week and have to perform. We're just making our way around. I might get on board with, oh, I thought it might put me in the car because I put myself in the car the other day. There you go. So, Unscalian, we're sat on board on the outlap. We think he is top of the pile on the track at the moment. I'm just trying to finish off this Red Bull so I'm not distracted. There you go. Lovely. Yum yum. In the chat. Nothing. We're watching Homesick Alien going around at the moment, 4th in the championship behind a Racer Brown, who is behind Talleyrand, Talleyrand is chasing down Alphanut, who is leading the championship. Let's get a bit of external viewage on. Looks like they're spacing each other out now. There is a Jam in the only Red Rocket, it looks like it could be today. Skyjacker rather close. Racer Brown, nice bit of a gap between him and Skyjacker. There's Talleyrand has joined again. So I am assuming he will now wait until race 1 and be added to the back of the grid. That means we might have to have them all exit out, sorry, not delete out. Alphanut there, 6th on track, and now they're all starting their laps, and now Guesty trying to keep up with the Pug to get a bit of a tow. Guesty was on fire, wasn't he, in the Porsches? He suits the Porsche, I must say. I'm trying to look now. Guesty, yeah, he came 2nd and 4th and 11th, but 2nd and 4th. Homesick Alien. Oh, Jam has really caught up with the Alien now. He's not giving himself as much space as he probably would have liked. Probably didn't anticipate coming across the 4-wheel drive Subaru so quickly in the lap. And he may have compromised himself a wee bit there, but he's not backing off. If he backs off, he'll compromise Skyjacker's lap. So these three, so Homesick sorted it out for the both of them. He's opted for Subaru's first love, which is off-road. So Jam now leading the way. Homesick Alien bulleting his first lap. but there's still plenty of fuel to burn and 16 minutes to go, so there's no too big concerns about a small off on your first flyer. As long as you're not getting in everyone's way, everything's gravy. So JTX looks like they're all going to come past the Subaru. He looks like he's waiting for everyone, is he? Maybe not, maybe he's just slotting in there, feels comfortable with that bit of space. So Jam, we are watching. We think his lap may have been compromised though by the alien. Looked like through the S's he was all up in his business. Skyjacker having a relatively nice clean run behind Jam, and it looks like he's getting a nice toe there also. Jam then just coming out of Casio, going up to the start finish straight to see what he's posted. A 2:08.6. It's not good enough for pole. Skyjacker straight away onto the pole with a 2:08.505. The times are coming in. Racer Brown in third with a 2:09.4. JTX a great fourth spot in a 2:09.457. Alpha Nut fifth with a 2:10.138. Guesty in sixth with a 2:10.468. Homesick Alien some way off of that with a 2:21.201, but we saw he had a bit of an off. And Shadow Rider with a 2:22.411. So we'd assume he had a small off also. That's your first run at the grid, and Skyjacker strikes first blood. He's got a tenth, nearly 2/10 on the red rocket. Whoosh. Skyjacker. He's still sitting in that toe. He's 2/10 down on his time at the moment. Jam, he's only got to find a couple of tenths, nothing in it, a lot of pressure from Volkswagen now, being the only Rocco out there. They're hoping to get the other one fixed and get it into the race after qualifying, but we will see. There's the Pertec Lexus. Started this season quite poor, wasn't looking too strong. Won all three Monza races from nowhere. Still the only one out there that's managed to do the triple. Alpha's come close, Talleyrand's come close. They've got 2 of 3, but they've not quite managed to get the triple. JTX, he's had a win. Early doors, struggled with tyre wear on that Peugeot. Alpha having a cracking season. Absolutely amazing season. Talleyrand looked like an early shout, but Alpha has come through and has really taken the fight to Talleyrand and overtaken him. So Jam has just gone faster again with a 2:08.632. This puts him just over a tenth behind Skyjacker. Alpha Nut managing to get himself up to third on the grid with a 2:08.912. Shadow Rider sets in a bit better of a time and Homesick. Oh, Homesick set the time first, 2:15.853, but Shadow Rider jumped above him with a 2:11.387. Looks like Homesick in the Subaru not getting a great time out of this. He comes off the back of a win from Tuesday evening's Porsche shenanigans. So an Audi come VW v Audi at the front. JTX is super fourth place, a 2:09.316. Thought Racer Brown was going to be up there, but looks like he's got a tenth to find to get ahead of JTX. Guesty a second behind Racer Brown, nearly a second ahead of the Hyundai of Shadow Rider. Interesting stuff out there. Homesick really off the pace at the moment. Wouldn't have expected that. Skyjacker having a lovely touch of form. In the chat, Pat says it is very easy to mess up the Degras. I've gone off there many times before. Hoo-hoo, you me too. You, me both, I tell thee. Skyjacker getting a lovely toe. If I was Jam, I'd pull over. I'd pull off the track and let him go front. But they'll be coming in for new tyres, I'd imagine, soon. We're getting to nearly the halfway mark. There we go. Skyjacker heard me. He's popped in to get some tyres. Jam's going to try and get another run out of those. Alpha Nut also coming in. Racer Brown setting a time. Knocking JTX down into 5th. Guesty popping in. He's going to get some new rubber. Shadow Rider. Is he better in his time? Homesick's bettered his time. He's got himself up to 6th. And so Shadow Rider. But Shadow Rider remains in 8th. The 2:10.621. Only a 10th and a half off of Guesty's time. And Guesty's 7/10 off of Homesick Alien's time. So Homesick Alien's starting to find sometimes. Skyjacker then on his out lap. Jam, we assume, is on his in lap. With Alpha Nut there, also on his out lap. Racer Brown, I'm not sure if he's on his in lap. Whoosh, Racer Brown. He's up. He's up enough to jump Alpha Nut if he can keep that lead in time. Come on, Racer Brown, shake it up the front there with the Alphas and the Audis and the V-dubs. Mick Wivery, I'm going for a total upset tonight and a surprise winner. Ooh, interesting. See, I think Skyjacker's due one, in all fairness, but I don't know if he'll take the win if Alpha Nut's behind him. Ooh, Racer Brown up, fastest at this point in the track, fastest than anyone at this point in the track. Just about to go through Acacio, getting on to the start straight. Can he maintain it? Mick Wivery, always fun after an update. And there you go. Oh no, he didn't quite get it. Sorry. I was reading the comments. He's 500ths off of Skyjacker's time. So close, so close. So Skyjacker now, he's starting his flying lap. Jam, it looked like he had a pit stop. Oh, and if he can get a shifty on, he can get the same toe that Skyjacker got off of him in the first stint of qualifying. Alpha Nut there, dropping down to 4th. Also starting his fastest lap. JTX is out there. He's just crossed the line after his out lap, so he's just starting his fastest lap. Homesick Alien has just come out the pits. Guesty, he's on a fastest lap, so we'll come back and have a look at these guys. Shadow Rider on an out lap. So Skyjacker was on a flying lap. He's got Racer Brown getting ever closer in the times. He's 2/10 off. Jam's on an out lap. Racer Brown, I think he'd be on an in lap, I would think. Excuse me, windy pops. That's them burgers and waffles I had earlier. So Alpha Nut, he's got the championship to think about at the moment. Doesn't want to go crazy, doesn't want to lose time, definitely not. Nice steady qualifying. I mean, Racer Brown ahead of him, he'd get ahead of him anyway off the line, because that car starts like crazy. Skyjacker, his teammate, isn't going to put up any kind of fight, I imagine. So Jam is the only obstacle for Alpha Nut at the moment. He's tactical in mind. Be ticking over, thinking of all of the... Oh, he's up though. Or he could just put it on pole and sod the rest of it, or sod all the other planning. Best form of defense is attack, they say. Racer Brown now popping in the pits. We can see he can get his tyres to last. So we're just watching Alpha. There you go. Boom. By half a second. If you're going to do it right. So Alpha Nut putting it on the front row at the top of the pile by half a second on his teammate Skyjacker. Guesty also setting a faster time in 7th. Then we're getting JTX going faster, but he's still in 5th. Now we can see Skyjacker up on Alpha's time. Racer Brown is on an out lap. Jam in 4th. We have 6 minutes left. Oh, that's really cracking latte, I tell thee. So they're Jam up. Oh, everyone's got a shout. We saw Skyjacker getting purples. We're seeing Jam getting purples. Everyone's got the bad case of the purples at the moment. Alphanaut still flying around just behind these guys. Skyjacker leading the way. Jam grabbing a bit of a toe off of Skyjacker. We're waiting to see some sector times. We've got one just at the end of this straight coming up. Try and flick between the two. So Skyjacker, we saw he was purple at the first sector. I think we missed his second sector. He crosses the... Is that not a sector? There you go. He's up. Jam. Oh, we missed Jams. Bugger lugs. I was trying to be really quick and clever then. So Skyjacker coming around the last corner to see if he can get pole position. Hey dude, how's it going? I'm always having fun. Skyjacker is on pole, and Jam got it up into 3rd there with a 2:08.063. Alphanaut just coming around now. Oh no, he's gone across the line. He's done a 2:08. Racer Brown there, it looked like just behind him, a 2:07.2. Oh no, that was an outlap, sorry. JTX went faster on his last lap with a 2:08.6. He's just coming around now to the line. Can he post something? No, that was so close. MTCC4 we saw crossing the line, but I think that was ending in out. Oh no, that was a fast lap. Wow, so Skyjacker, the audacity of the man. Taking pole back off the champion leader. Alphanaut with Jam in 3rd, just making his way back onto the track, it seems, with Racer Brown in 4th, JTX in the Peugeot in 5th so far. Good second. He's got a head start of Homesick Alien, who is 6/10 ahead of the Mitsubishi Lancer of Guesty, and Shadow Rider in the Hyundai is only 3/10 off Guesty, we should say. Round it up, and he's going faster, 600ths. Sit on board for Shadow Rider. We've got 3.5 minutes left, so those thinking for a nice last run, they might want to pop in now to get some new rubber and get cracking. We've got some chat going, so I'll have a quick look. Pat says it could be close between the Audi pair, the VW and Lexus tonight if the 1 lap pace can be continued to long runs. Pat also says Audi's possibly being able to keep the tyres going for longer might give them the advantage. I'm going to weigh down the Audi pair with my predictions. And Pat also says I think it's too close to call between the two of them though. I'd go Alphanaut if I had to pick one. I think Skyjacker would let Alphanaut past for the championship, in my opinion. I think he's that kind of guy. He'd give up the win. But as I said, these guys all coming in new rubber for their last runs. Race Brown going across the line with a 1.6 second down. JTX coming over the line. Is he going to pop into the pits, see if he can get some new rubber and an outlap? And yes, there he goes. Homesick Alien, he's happy. He's only just pitted. He's lost his toe though. Oh, 3/10 faster. So he's 7/10 behind JTX, and now with a 2:09.417. But Shadow Rider going faster. He's gone ahead of Guesty now, 3.5 faster than Guesty with a 2:09.974, only half a second off of the Alien. Ooh, it's interesting. Yeah, the Audis definitely look strong. Racer Brown seems to be able to go a bit longer in qualifying before coming in and getting them tyres. I think the Sirocco can go a bit longer. It went a bit longer in the last race because Talleyrand came back at the Audis. At this point, I've got to say, I think Racer Brown will be leading the race by the first corner, the way that Lexus can get off the line, followed by Homesick, the two Audis. So it's can they overtake here though? That's the other question, because we know Homesick and Racer Brown can jump ahead off of the line. So we see Skyjacker's on his outlap, Alpha Nut's on his outlap, Jam's on his outlap, Racer Brown still going around. With JTX is on an outlap. Homescalian, he's coming around close to the end of the lap. See him. Ooh, Racer Brown's 10th up. He needs a bit more than that to catch up Jam. Shadow Rider. His fuel is flashing. Probably enough to get this done. Are these outlap boys going to get across the line? 20 seconds to go. There's Skyjacker. Boom. To do his last run. Here comes Alpha Nut. Jam. Boom. He's got across. Looks like Racer Brown's across. And there goes Alpha Nut with 10 seconds to spare. Phew. They've got across then. Who else we got coming up near the end? Homesick Alien. He's not going to make it. This is his last run. What can he do? 209.2. He goes faster by a 10th. So he's 6/10 behind JTX in the end. Who else is there? I think Shadow Rider hasn't got the fuel to get back. There is Guesty going faster and just getting ahead of Shadow Rider at the end there. So Shadow Rider, we're watching. Yeah, he looks like he's struggling. Is he? No, he's slowed down for the corner. I'm not sure. Yeah, he's going. His lap time is really slow. So Skyjacker, the four in front. These are the ones we're watching. These are the ones. Racer Brown tight on fuel, probably enough for this lap. Ooh, did he just get purple? Alpha Nut. They're all together on the road virtually. Skyjacker leading the way with them. He's a 10.5 on pole, with Alpha Nut sat in second place. They're heading up towards Spoon. Here, Pat says it might not be an easy track to pass people. If the Lexus gets a good start, it could throw a spanner in the works. Definitely could. Racer Brown's got a bit of an art form. He's not bad at this racing malarkey. So if he gets ahead of these two Audis, I think he's going to make life very difficult. Jam there in third. Oh, they're all coming up to the last corner. Oh, Jam's up anyway. I couldn't say for anyone else. No, Audi looked like Alpha looked like he was down, but we're watching Skyjacker coming across the line, so we know Jam's getting purples, and that's all. I've been quite tardy getting the people as they cross in. There we go. He didn't get it. Alpha Nut. Who else is next to cross the line? Racer Brown. He's gone faster. Jam's gone faster. Only up to second though. He didn't get pole, and Alpha Nut third in the end. So Skyjacker gets pole, Jam in second, Alpha Nut third. Whew, couldn't call that. And now this is going to be really interesting race with Homesick Alien and Racer Brown not that far back. And it's quite a nice little run down to the first corner. Let me have a little sip of my drink. I was going to try and down it, but I'm not going to have time. Right. So they're sat on the grid. Oh, are we exiting because of Talleyrand? I believe we might be exiting because of Talleyrand. Definitely think we're exiting because of Talleyrand. So we're chilling, man. I called it. I didn't get excited for a change. There you go. Boom. I usually get all excited saying, no, no. Oh no, we're exiting. God, my cat just walked in and it smells. You just trumped, Suki. Suki. She has. She stinks. I'm telling you, that's her backside.
No, she's been licking it.
Oh, she's been licking it, has she? She's been...
Actually, I'm not sure if that's her vagina or...
Shut up. Don't be disgusting.
No, shut
So Skyjacker trying to get everyone to enter. It's weird when you're 12, you don't quite know where you fit in the world. What's adult and what's not. I'm pressing this button here. So we're waiting for the grid to be reorganised by the man Skyjacker, so we can add Talleyrand in on the back row. Let's see if we can remember it. Skyjacker, then it was Jam, then it was Alphanaut, then it was Racer Brown, then it was JTX, then it was Homesick Alien. Look, no messing, it's a big one. Haven't got the time to start. Here we go again. Final starts in 5 seconds. JTX. Oh, that was beautiful. I loved it. Oh, I liked how he went backwards. Sweet stuff, JTX. Great maneuvering. I can finish off my latte now. Here we go. Boom. If I was Greek, I'd throw the glass. So we've got in the chat 0.06 of a second, so close. Mick Wivery says, hey Pat, Autumn Nations Cup has started tonight. More egg chasing fun. Big burly men rolling around in the mud with those black teeth guarding like they're some sort of wrong rappers. Skyjacker has pulled away. Sorry, I was there too busy talking about another sport altogether there. Racer Brown, as predicted, coming his way through, has taken. It's our Racer Brown and Homesick. Racer Brown into the first corner first. Homesick Alien trying to get up the inside of the Audi. The Audi Skyjacker, he doesn't want to lose time to these guys. Jam in 4th. Alphanaut is in 5th. Shadow Rider jumping up into 6th ahead of Guesty, JTX and Talleyrand. We knew at start from the rear of the pack. So as predicted, Racer Brown making an absolutely stunning start there to lead this race. Skyjacker getting that second spot away from Homesick Alien. Homesick Alien trying to stay with these guys. He's there. He's got his front panel in. It's virtually an overtake. He's there. Oh, Jam's just behind. So close to racing. So much trust in each other. They have to know when to brake, and all this scuffling behind has put Racer Brown a nice 1 second ahead of the pack. Skyjacker just ahead of Alien. Jam trying to go around the outside, but no. Ooh, a little love tap to the Alien there, and Alpha is just waiting because he knows these guys are just going to slow each other down, and then he can just swan past. At the moment though, Jam making the move on the Alien. He's up the inside. It's a tricky corner to be on the outside there. Alien taking his spot back, and Jam having to play it safe and try and protect his nut from the Alphanaut, who's all over him. It looked like Alien kicking up a bit of dust there on the exit of the corner, and Jam and Alpha glide past the Subaru. That Subaru really wants to get on the dirt, doesn't it? He's having an identity crisis. Racer Brown then leading by 1.5 seconds. Skyjacker in hot pursuit, followed by his teammate, who's followed by Jam Huntington. Homesick Alien catching this bunch back up after having a wheel off. Talleyrand up to 6th spot already, oh my. And there JTX, Shadow Rider and Guesty battling it out for the wooden spoon. So far, Guesty looks like he is the holder of that said spoon. But he's looking for a way. Shadow Rider looking like he's struggling to get that Hyundai into the corners. Up ahead though, Skyjacker ahead. Oh my wordy word, my lordy lord. We've got a battle royale here with Alphanaut in 3rd, Jam down to 4th, Homesick Alien trying to get past the Jam. Ooh, side by side action here at Suzuka for your pleasure. My God, look at them. And there we can see the other red rocket speeding up to the back of them. Jam having the inside line. Homesick Alien is starting to worry now about the other red rocket. Homesick Alien really out there wide. He's coming back onto the track, and Talleyrand up into 5th place. Homesick Alien now trying to defend from the Peugeot of JTX. JTX around the outside. No, of course not, but that gives Shadow Rider an opportunity, and Guesty struggling to stay on the back of these guys. Racer Brown then 2.3 second lead on Skyjacker. Skyjacker has got his teammate for company and will be highly aware of the championship positions. Also in the same position is Jam, ahead of his championship leading teammate. Well, he's higher than Jam is in the championship, so big decisions by teammates to be made here, whilst Racer Brown runs and hides 3rd in the championship, remember. So after drop scores, if he gets some good results here, you don't know, I don't know, I can't say that Alpha Nut and Talleyrand won't be under threat from Racer Brown. He does seem a bit further back in the points, but a couple of fastest laps, a couple of wins, all puts him right in it after drop scores. Skyjacker holding that 2nd spot from his teammate Alpha Nuts. Back in 4th we see Jam. Oh, we've got a nice long shot. I will put it back on the variable. Homesick Alien is still ahead of the Peugeot, but for not much longer going into this first corner. Peugeot though, real struggle. You see it wobbled a little bit going into the corner, where it's clinging on to the apex a lot better than that Subaru. That Subaru really struggling here at Suzuka. He can't stay on the apex of the corner, it seems. So Shadow Rider has caught these guys up, and Guesty is in a watch. So Racer Brown, whoosh, is leading this race. We're on lap 3 of 7. He's 2 seconds ahead of Skyjacker. Whoosh. Skyjacker is a 2nd ahead of his teammate. Skyjacker out wide. Alpha Nut will be looking to try and make the best use of that. Words not forming, won't come out of mouth. I don't know. Alpha Nut then doesn't want to be held up by his teammate. His teammate doesn't want to hold him up. Oh no! Why are we on that rubbish camera? There we see Skyjacker is gonna race it. It seems Jam is ahead of his teammate Talleyrand. Lovely formation from the Red Rockets and the Audis here. Lovely stuff, helping Racer Brown get to 3.5 seconds now. This is working perfectly for Racer Brown. Skyjacker ahead of Alpha Nut, with Talleyrand even further down. Do you know what? Racer Brown might be putting himself in a shocking stealing the championship situation. And Alpha Nut then, I think that was organised. It was a lovely organised overtake, and Talleyrand on the same time as it was beautiful poetry in motion. The teammates now getting released to try and fight their championship. I wonder if it's crossing their mind that Racer Brown getting fastest laps, getting race wins, puts him in a very, very strong position for the championship, I believe. Alpha Nut and Talleyrand will have to get the maximum points they really can out of these races. Skyjacker will do all he can to keep Talleyrand behind, to take the points away from him, to help his teammate out. Talleyrand will be well aware of that. So when he does come across the Audi, which usually the last lap or so the Audis struggle with their tyres, and that's when you see the VWs roll up to the back of them. There you go, whoosh. I don't know if I give him one, he's got a really cool Union Jack helmet. Jam, whoosh. Oh, it's coming along. It was a work in progress a few weeks ago. Shadow Rider up into 6th place, getting ahead of JTX. Homesick Alien down into 9th. Guesty all over JTA, so we've had a bit of action in the back here. Seems like Homesick Alien really fallen off of it. He's not enjoying this round at all. I think he doesn't mind Suzuka. I've never heard him really complain about the track. So I think the combo of the Subaru here at Suzuka, but he's got a bit of racing on, and that's all he needs. He loves it. So he's got a flailing Peugeot. It looks like its tyres are starting to go. And now we have Guesty and Homesick Alien all around the Peugeot, trying to get a move on. So let's have a look up front then. Racer Brown 3.5 seconds ahead of Alphanut. Alphanut and Skyjacker, there you go. Skyjacker and Talleyrand, I mean. I said Talleyrand will not want to wait around. Skyjacker will be trying to be the biggest wedge he possibly can be. It's on lap 4. He's got a long time to try and keep that V-dub away from his teammate. It's going to be a struggle for him. Talleyrand is going to be throwing everything at that car, absolutely everything, and Skyjacker will be doing anything he can to keep the red rockets behind him. That's his job. Your job today, oh what? I don't know, we don't have penalties, or maybe they just pulled over that side because of toes. He's trying to break the toe, Talleyrand though. He's not got it, but he's going to get the inside line, is he? He's got a better running. No, Skyjacker's got it covered. Skyjacker has got Talleyrand's tricks all covered off with Jam, just sitting there thinking, I can't even overtake the dude in front of me. I can't take points from him. How frustrating. What a weird position to be in, where you're just sitting there thinking, I've just got to let you two sort it out before I can make my move. And Alphanut, meanwhile, 1.5 seconds ahead of Skyjacker. Skyjacker still making that Audi the widest car. I mean, it's already the widest car out there, but he's making it even wider than it extraordinarily is. Frustrating Talleyrand, I imagine, no end. Whoosh. Talleyrand then coming up to the hairpin. He's going to try and go outside, then inside, pulling it in tie, but no. Skyjacker, oh, look at that on his wing. Skyjacker written on his wing, that's great. I like that. I like it a lot. There's Talleyrand looking for another way. Here we see there's oh yes, Pat said he'd forgotten about the egg chasing. Talleyrand's still trying to find a way past that Audi, getting frustrated with it, I imagine. He's got his teammate just behind him, and Racer Brown leading the way. Also, we have Mick saying, think only on Amazon Prime or something. It's all a tad confusing. Mick Wivery says, go Racer Brown. Mick Wivery says, Racer Brown still pulling away. Oh, did I miss it? No, he's on the outside and he's gone wide. Jam, he'll be lifting, I guess. Get me off of that. What am I doing? Jam, unsure what you can do in this situation. I'll lift, maybe. And Skyjacker, the biggest wedge ever in the MTCC, protecting his teammate for all he's worth. Well, he wants that podium as well. He's doing it for himself. I mean, he's not that nice a guy. And now we see Talleyrand under pressure from his teammate. Ooh, his teammate nearly going off. JTX back ahead of them guys. We saw Homesick, Guesty and Shadow Rider all ahead of JTX earlier, but JTX now in 6th. Whilst Homesick Alien 7th, Guesty in 8th and Shadow Rider in 9th. Racer Brown 4.5 second lead so far, 209.4 on his last lap. Everything seems to be going well for the Pertec Lexus. Alphanut pushing furiously, I imagine, to try and break down that gap. Oh, no one asked you, Alexis. I said Alphanut. Skyjacker in 3rd. Looks like that torrent of pressure from Talleyrand has eased off. We're on lap 6 at the moment. Maybe they're just saving themselves for the last lap push in the chat. Race Brown still pulling away. Mika Wivery says, well, I think I called the surprise winner. Mika Wivery said, beaten both the Audis and VWs. 7th is Homesick. I'm not sure if I'm giving you saying a surprise winner. You said Audis, then you said a surprise winner. I think I said Racer Brown had a good chance with them starts that they do. But I'll give it you did say surprise winner. So Racer Brown 5 seconds ahead of Alphanut. Alphanut 2.5. I said Talleyrand was saving it for the last lap. Here he comes. He's having a look. This is a scary corner to try and make a move. He's just sticking to the back of Skyjacker. He's going to try and do him into braking into Casio, but Skyjacker clinging on to the inside line, cutting across the track, holding on to that. Talleyrand just trying to get a smooth run through the corner to try and get the toe down here. Skyjacker going to stay right over to the right, but it doesn't matter. Talleyrand's going to just try and propel past anyway. They're nearly side by side going into the corner. Skyjacker on the inside line. Talleyrand, oh, Talleyrand just about, oh no, it didn't work. I don't know. Talleyrand looked like he tried to turn in, but Skyjacker was there, and now Talleyrand. Jam will not overtake Talleyrand. I reckon Talleyrand could pull over, have a cup of tea, and Jam will not overtake him. He will not take points off him. That's fantastic. It's great. Racer Brown leading the way by 5.2 seconds. Oh, sorry, Mika. I thought you said the Audis looked good. Sorry, Mika, if it was Pat. So Alpha Nut 3.2 seconds ahead of Skyjacker. Talleyrand still in that 4th spot. Jam in 5th. JTX there 6th. What a race this has been. It's been a great race. 7th for Homesick Alien. Shadow Rider in 8th, and Guesty ended up in that last place. But it could have gone either way for those 4 at the back there. That said, looks like a possible strategic ordering of the teams tonight. Looks like the Noah's Ark formation for both Audi and VW, yes. 2x2, and they will not overtake each other. Skyjacker did a great job for his teammate today, you must say. Skyjacker, although Racer Brown, flawless drive. The drive of the day might be Skyjacker. For such defensive driving under such pressure with Talleyrand there. It's not over yet, but it virtually is, isn't it? Because we have Racer Brown coming in to the last corners of this race. What's this? I think he won 3 at Monza. I think he won 1 last week. So coming around for his 5th win, I think, of the season. Fantastic. I think he's in for a shout at this championship. Keep an eye out on him. There's Alpha finishing in great 2nd place. Skyjacker 3rd. Take a boot, my son. Talleyrand in 4th. Jam finishing 5th. Then we have the Peugeot coming around for a great 6th place. It didn't look that good earlier in the race. Homesick Alien coming around in 7th. Shadow Rider finishing in 8th. With Guesty there 9th. And Racer Brown getting fastest lap as well. So good points haulage there from Racer Brown. Very cool race. There you go, Racer Brown, the winner. I'll take you to the race results before I give you a break. Congratulations, Racer Brown. Fastest lap and flawless victory. From start to finish, virtually jumped off the grid into that front spot ahead of Skyjacker, Homesick Alien, and Alpha Nut. And he was never ever no one raced him, really, is what I'm saying. No one contended it. So Racer Brown, a great win. Is it going to be another Monza? Is he going to try and do... If he gets all 3 wins, then he's definitely going to be leading the championship. That's I'm going to put it out there. I haven't got the table in front of me. I think he is quite far away from the 2 in front. But I don't know. I just like making bold statements. So Racer Brown, the winner. Alpha Nut doing all he can for his championship, protecting it the best he can in 2nd spot, with his teammate helping him out in 3rd. Great 3rd spot for Skyjacker. Take a boo, my son. Return to form, I think. I don't want to cast aspersions or jump any guns, but he's definitely that unlucky streak he was on seems to be slowly going. I'm looking to see how he did in the Porsches. He doesn't race in the Porsche league, so I couldn't tell you. But he had a good result. He had a good result in the WRX, I think. Talleyrand in 4th, doing everything he can to try and get behind Alpha, but Skyjacker was the wedge today. Jam having a strange race, really, just following Talleyrand and trying not to get in front of him, really, pretty much. JTX was in 6th, Homesick Alien 7th, Shadow Rider in 8th, and Guesty in 9th. These 4 looked like they had a cracking race, and we saw a lap or 2 of it, but you know, keeping an eye on all the things, especially with Skyjacker and Talleyrand's battle. Is that arrow really annoying you? I don't know why I'm following around what I'm talking about like a PowerPoint presentation. So here you see Racer Brown 86 in the RCF GR4 car. He finished the race in a 15:05.972. Now can I draw your attention down here to the fastest lap? Yeah, it's not a PowerPoint presentation. Fuck, just leave the arrow alone, McCartney. So, VRC Racer Brown got your fastest lap with a 2:08.580 on lap 2. In the chat, we have Pat said, looks like possible strategic ordering of teams tonight. Looks like the Noah's Ark. Yeah, we read that one. Pat also said, are these races not normally timed to 15 minutes? Or am I just imagining that? Rather than a number of laps, it took me to lap 5 to notice. Miquivery are now say 3 10 to 15 minutes races. Pat says, oh right, okay. Skyjacker, he put an emoji of some kind, but it comes up as a question mark on mine. Maybe because I haven't got Poochu Premium or something. Jim on Y says, just finished playing with my Williams FW13 inspired Red Bull Junior. Excellent. I think this is going to be fun racing on Sunday. Hopefully. Skyjacker is hot. I bet you are, man. You put up a defence like no other then. Really, it was like a stone wall. Talleyrand had no chance. Homesick says, I feel a Suzuka Brown coming on. Nah, it's too hard to get past. You don't need to get past that. Well, in the third race, yeah, possibly. So have the settings been changed? I believe they have. Is Skyjacker saying we're going at 20:55? By my reckoning, that gives me 4 minutes. But we are a bit behind. So we'll go here. I'm not going to have my my little tea break. By Jove, I'm going to try though. So let's watch the Talleyrand banging in a couple of laps. Give you guys your ears a bit of a break from my rabbiting on. Rabbit, 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 rabbit. My God, I didn't expect that race to start while I'm stood outside looking through the window. You should have seen me running around the garden like an absolute loon. Ah, okay. So, excuse the panting. I was on a bit of a panic. Here we are at the start of race 2. It's the grid is the finishing positions of the first race. You see Racer Brown on pole. We know how he starts, so he's going to make a great getaway. I'm sure he's going to be into the first corner first. Alpha Nut there with Skyjacker dropping behind Homesick. That Subaru doing as it does off of the line up into second spot. Great start there, but no, Alpha is coming up the inside, and there we can see Talleyrand coming from nowhere into 4th, Skyjacker down to 5th, Shadow Rider is in 6th, Jam is in 7th, Guesty 8th, and JTX is in 9th. So Racer Brown up in the lead of this race. Oh, you can hear me, I was just checking. So Alpha Nut in 2nd with Homesick Alien in 3rd spot. Oof. Talleyrand there in 4th, sorry guys. So what's going to happen then? So Alpha Nut, he's closer to Racer Brown this time. He's not got anyone to race him because Homesick Alien now. Oh, Homesick Alien out wide, so Talleyrand is going to get past him up into 3rd. We need Talleyrand to catch up Alpha Nut and start racing him. Let's give Racer Brown a nice smooth race win too. I don't know why I want him to race. I think it's just because I want the championship to close right up. Have a 3-way battle rather than 2. So we see Racer Brown only 2 tenths ahead of Alpha. Alpha is going to make his move because he knows he has to, or he's going to have Talleyrand all over him by the end of the lap, well, by the end of this straight. So there's Alpha having a look up the inside of Racer Brown. Racer Brown keeping his cool, just keeping his line, doing what he can, but Alpha, it looks like he got a better drive out that last corner. Oh my God, they're not going to go through 130. 2x2 is awful to think. No, there we go. Wow. Racer Brown ahead of Alpha, and there I said Talleyrand by the end of the straight will be up with him. Alpha trying to make that move up the inside. Racer Brown left the door open, but he's got the inside line now. So Alpha Nut back into 2nd. He's looking for a way past the Pertec Lexus. Whilst Talleyrand is there just on their toe as well. Alpha Nut pulling out of the toe early. Racer Brown is holding that inside line. He's defensive on lap 1 already. Whilst Alpha Nut really going round the outside virtually. Is it enough? No, it's not, because there goes Racer Brown up the inside, and now Talleyrand's making the move up the inside of Alpha Nut, but Alpha Nut is maintaining that 2nd spot only just. Racer Brown, some racing going on between these 3 here, and Skyjacker has joined the party with Shadow Rider in a great 5th spot ahead of Homesick Alien and Jam, with JTX in 8th and Guesty down in 9th. Back to that battle here for the lead of the race. Racer Brown 3 tenths ahead. That wasn't some sort of ooh sound, that was me trying to clear my throat. Racer Brown 2 tenths ahead of Alpha, who is only a 1/10 and a bit ahead of Talleyrand and Skyjacker, some 3 tenths behind these guys. Wow, what racing have we got here? It's absolutely, no one can make a mistake, or it's done. So Racer Brown getting that defensive line again. Talleyrand just trying to break the car. Everyone trying to slow down. Talleyrand's got the inside line coming out of the corner now, whereas Alpha Nut's still there. And now Skyjacker's getting up the inside of Talleyrand and taking that 3rd spot off of the Red Rocket. That is the last thing Talleyrand needs. He had issues trying to get past Skyjacker in the race 1. Racer Brown, he wants Talleyrand to race this Alpha Nut, not Skyjacker. Gosh, Skyjacker then holding that 3rd spot ahead of Talleyrand. Homesick Alien managing to get past Shadow Rider. Following him is Jam. Shadow Rider down into 7th spot with JTX in 8th and Guesty in 9th. For you. So Racer Brown only 3 tenths ahead of Alpha. Alpha, some reason, his teammate looking to make a move. So Alpha must have done something, and now Talleyrand trying to get up the inside of Skyjacker in the very last corner, and he manages it. So Skyjacker down into Skyjacker into 4th. Alpha Nut still in 2nd, but now Racer Brown having a bit of wiggle room, a little breathing space. of some 6/10, but I'm sure Alpha will be all over the back of him by the end of this race. There, Talleyrand ahead of Skyjacker. These two are the main event of Suzuka. The story we're walking away from is the immense, amazing battling that Talleyrand and Skyjacker had, but now Skyjacker taking the battle to Alphanut. Alphanut finished ahead of Talleyrand in race 1, so Talleyrand feels he has to finish ahead of Alphanut in race 2. In the chat, we've got Pat saying you've got more rabbit than Sainsbury. Other supermarkets are available. So Alpha is ahead of Talleyrand. Racer Brown now 1.2 seconds. It's coming his way. The race is coming to him. Mika says rabbit, 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 yup, yup, rabbit, yup, 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 rabbit, bunny, rabbit, rabbit. Mika Wivery says classic lyrics, such as Mika Wivery says race. Mika Wivery says Racer Brown time to defend for his life. And he did defend, so, but he got the spoils for it. 1.2 second lead now on Alpha, and Alpha has got his hands full with a red rocket. Bonfire Night was a couple of weeks ago, but Alpha's still playing with fireworks here. Skyjacker there in 4th spot, watching, trying to think of a way. Now Jam is up to 5th ahead of Homesick Alien. Pat says yes, it could be happening again. All this fighting, letting Racer Brown pull away, says Mika. So yeah, it's coming to him. Back here we can see Shadow Rider on Homesick Alien into one day. Oh, he's done it. And JTX there following. These great are having a great battle around the back here. I imagine they all think they're at the wrong end of the grid, but still racing is racing as long as you get a buzz. So Racer Brown then 1.2 seconds ahead of Alphanut. Racer Brown again with the fastest lap. Talleyrand looking like he's lining up. Alphanut now coming into this corner. Alphanut defending on the inside. Racer Brown. Ooh, Talleyrand giving him a little tap, and he's out. He's out wide. Skyjacker and Jam are racing each other. Oh no, it's down to drop scores for Talleyrand. Talleyrand down to 5th place now. Jam might pull over before the end of the race. Jam desperately to get past Skyjacker, so he doesn't have to give up that spot. I mean, he doesn't have to, but it is the right thing to do. So Racer Brown now, he managed to get himself 2-second lead whilst Alpha was racing. Can Alpha get his head down and just pull that Lexus in? Must say, Racer Brown having a great time in that Lexus. It didn't look great at the beginning of the season. Didn't look like it was that much of a decent car, but in Racer Brown's hands, he's turned it into something. Skyjacker still in 3rd ahead of Jam, with Talleyrand a little bit further back. Shadow Rider leading that little battle at the back with Homesick Alien and JTX in 8th. Guessed he a little bit further off from these guys. I think he's suffering from tyre wear, isn't he? It's not too bad. So Shadow Rider staying just ahead of the Aliens. Have a look. Oh, let's have an F12. You can still see the leaders from Homesick Aliens POV. We're on lap 4 now. Talleyrand just ahead of Shadow Rider. You can see Jam though. Jam is looking like he's going to be making a move on the Skyjacker anytime. He's looking. Oh, that road just got skinnier and skinnier. The outside round here isn't where to do it though. No, clever move though. Maybe sit back, come back at him. Coming into Casio. He's got Talleyrand catching him up all of the time. You won't want to be holding his teammate up with the championship so close to the end. And absolutely every point counts at this point now. Racer Brown still holding that 2-second lead. But now Jam has got the fastest lap. There we see Skyjacker, is it? No, Talleyrand, Skyjacker and Jam all on the same piece of road. Jam looks like he's managed to get himself, no, not quite up to 3rd. Jam is nearly got himself up into 3rd place. He's trying so hard. He wants a podium. He's there again. He's got the inside line. Skyjacker going wide. I don't know if that was a bump. We'll see. Jam slowed down. Oh, it must have been a slight bump. Poor Skyjacker. So Talleyrand up into 3rd spot, not losing too much from his closest rival. But I'm not sure, you know, 2 wins in a row. He might have put his hat in the ring. He might have just said, hey, did we say this championship was just between two? Let me have a look, because I'm talking about it. It would be easier just to check it out to see how close he was in the championship. I read it out at the beginning. So let me have a looky. So we've got Alphanot leading, or before this round started, to 385. Talleyrand on 383. Oh yeah, no, he's 80 points off. 305 is Racer Brown, so I don't think he can get himself in the championship. But you don't know with drop scores, do you? You really don't know. Alphanot in second place, 3 seconds behind Racer Brown. Talleyrand 2.2 seconds behind Alphanot. I don't know if the Red Rocket has got the pace for the last 2 or 3 laps. Shadow Rider up into 4th. Oh yeah, because Skyjacker we saw having... No, Jam's missing. Jam's down in 9th for some reason. I don't know why. You're doing some weightlifting, bro. Not really, I'm in the middle of something. Does it not look obvious what I'm doing? So Racer Brown leading the way. Oh, we're in the replay, sorry. Yeah, that replay was bobbins. Didn't show us anything of why Jam. Oh yeah, he stopped to let Skyjacker past, and he must have... and guessed he must have snuck past in the meantime. Yes, sorry, that's why Jam's down there. So Racer Brown 3.5 second lead on Alphanot. Alphanot only 1.6 seconds. So Talleyrand, he might have the pace on Alpha. He did a 209.436 on his last lap, and Alphanot was a second slow with a 210.4. So yes, with 2 laps to go, we're quite early in this lap, so we'll count it. And the next lap, if Talleyrand can go a second faster than Alphanot, he definitely will catch him up by the end of the race. Shadow Rider up into 4th spot. Great race from Shadow Rider, just stuck with it. JTX in 5th, Homesick Alien in 6th. Guesty up to 7th with Skyjack. Oh, I don't know how Skyjack has ended up behind Guesty, but he has. Oh dear. Jam gets the fastest lap so far, but I doubt that's any consolation at all. Racer Brown 3.7 seconds. How's Alpha doing? He's still 1.5 seconds ahead of Talleyrand, so Talleyrand isn't pulling him in as fast as we thought he was in the chat. Let's have a look. Sorry, I've missed a few here. Yes, it could be happening here, and Jim on Wise agree. Racer Brown has that room to do what he did in the first race and keep it sensible. Pat says passing at 130R is hard enough in an F1 car. Trying to go too wide in cars like these wouldn't be advisable. Meek says Racer Brown needs Alpha and Talleyrand to fight now. Nick Wivery says forget that, go Racer Brown, top drive again. So yeah, he has. He's done an absolutely blinding 4 seconds ahead of Alphanot. Alphanot only just over a second now. So over the lap, he pulled in nearly half a second on Alphanot. It's not going to be enough with 1 more lap to go. Talleyrand doing all he can. Shadow Rider 3.7 seconds behind Talleyrand and only less than a second ahead of JTX. Is there anything late in the race that JTX can do on this final lap? JTX did a 210.4 on his last lap. Shadow Rider did a 210.3. So Shadow Rider slightly faster at the moment. Endurance Note says evening all, I'm fashionably late. What have I missed? Race 1 and virtually race 2. Meek Wivery says just all the fun and battling. Meek Wivery, you need to watch this back. It's been a blinding race so far. Alphanot though 1.3 seconds. I don't think Talleyrand's got it. I don't think he hasn't got it in the car to catch him up. Alphanot's got him covered. He did a 210.1 on his last time around. Talleyrand did a 209.7, so it's 410s. I said 5. Too far off, but Alphanot 1.5 seconds there. JTX in 4th. Oh, JTX has got ahead of Shadow Rider. We saw he was a second behind, but he has managed to get through. Oh, I don't know, probably a bit too... Oh no, look, looks like Shadow Rider just going a little wide there. And JTX managing to slip it up the inside of the Hyundai. Beautiful racing, beautiful. Oh, but Shadow Rider's coming back now. Right at the end of the race, Shadow Rider coming back at the Peugeot. Racer Brown, some 5-second lead on Alphanot. There's less than a second. Whew. It's not long to go though. I don't think that's 8/10. Can Talleyrand? He's getting the toe now. Talleyrand will be getting the toe. Alpha's tyres are a little bit worse for wear. They've got to go fast through this corner. I imagine Alpha will have to lift a bit more with that tyre. He's on the curb. There's Talleyrand coming up to the end of the race. Racer Brown coming through the last few corners to start the finish straight, and there you go. Racer Brown takes the second win of the day. Alphanot holding on to second spot there. One more lap, I think Talleyrand would have had him. Talleyrand third. JTX coming around for a fine fourth place there. Homesick Alien managing to get ahead. Oh, Shadow Rider really dropping off there. Fifth place for Homesick Alien. Skyjacker, not a complete mess then, in sixth in the end. Guesty seventh. Jam finishing in the eighth. And yeah, I don't know what happened to Shadow Rider. He'd run out of fuel. He didn't know. You don't run out of fuel in this, so I don't know. Shadow Rider looks like he's having issues. Oh, Shadow Rider's gone. So whatever happened to Shadow Rider, it's terminal. Racer Brown, a great win then. 2 wins in a row. Beautiful stuff. Congratulations. Fantastic. Didn't get the fastest lap this time, but can he do it? It just takes one small thing. It did in Monza. A little bit of a kerfuffle in one chicane, and Racer Brown was there fighting for the lead. So cool. He set himself up lovely, hasn't he, to be able to do it. So Racer Brown takes your second win ahead of Alphanot. Alphanot not losing too many points in this. Talleyrand taking the podium, final podium position. Take a boo, my son. JTX in fourth. That's fantastic, isn't it, JTX? That Peugeot did not look comfortable around here. As well as the Subaru coming through in the end. Fourth and fifth for JTX and Homesick Alien. Skyjacker we saw coming together with Jam, wasn't it? Or Talleyrand. I think... Didn't he turn in on Talleyrand? Or, well, it's one for the stewards, but not for me. But Skyjacker down there in sixth with Guesty in seventh and Jam finishing eighth. Shadow Rider DNF'd before the end of the race, and Jam got your fastest lap on lap 3 with a 2:08.442. Awesome stuff then. My word. And I only just made the start myself. Hey, gosh. Shall I do a pretend angry rate? Shall I put a Y? Did he even ask? I don't think he even asked, did he? Ready, white. Okay. So, no one's come out of the grid. Guess he's there, already entered. So who we got here then? Damn those tyres on the Audi. Yeah, they start going off, didn't they? Quite early doors. Miko Wivery always says, chances of Racer Brown getting the triple. Ooh, wouldn't it be lovely, eh? Pat. Really unfortunate Shadow Rider, couldn't cross the line, so close. I know, Pat also, I wonder if he will get the points for the race, being only a couple of car lengths from the finish line. Yeah, it's a strange one, very strange. Yeah, Racer Brown saying buzzing off the adrenaline. I imagine he is, most definitely. Come on, someone, go out. Go on, Racer Brown, go and burn some of that energy off, that restless adrenaline. No one's going out. They're big bummers. All of them bombers. Oh, come on. Ooh, Guesty. Go on, Guesty. Go on, Guesty. Go out. I bet they're all out having a fag. Disgusting habit. Go on, Talleyrand. Go on. Go on, someone. You're all... Look, he's going in 5 minutes. Right, be lucky. I'm putting the mute on. There's Skyjacker, he's going in 5. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, even though the sound of it is something quite atrocious. If you say it loud enough, you'll even sound precocious. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Umdili-umdili-umdili-I. Umdili-umdili-umdili-I. Hello everybody. Hang on, is my mic on? I hope not, because I was singing one of my favourite songs and it's quite embarrassing. Hi guys. So, let's all just calm down, because it's been a hectic 2 races. We're going to reverse the grid of the final finishing. I want you back. I want you. Oh, Skyjack's going to get me going now. He's going to start. If we're going to start going, take that. Now, I Want You Back was Take That. I've got to say, it was a very strong song. But, I mean, it was Back for Good, sorry. But, I mean, God, what was the one about that? Never Forget Where You're Going From. That's probably their best song, come on. Let's admit it. Ooh, don't forget where you're going from. Ooh. Never forget where you're coming from. I don't know. I'm not a massive Take That connoisseur. Although I did like Robbie Williams' songs that Come Undone. They're selling razor blades and mirrors in the streets. Oh, something like that. God almighty. I haven't slept today, okay? I'm trying something new. I am trying the let's not waste all of Friday, so I wasted all of Friday playing No Man's Sky. Better than sleeping. So, Jam on pole position with the reverse grid. Oh God, I daren't even look at the chat to tell you the truth. So you could have a go. Oh dear, what are we doing? Wrong, you people. So let's have a look. Really unfortunate, Shadow Rider couldn't cross the line. I wonder if he gets the points. You could have a go out. Sant, no one else. Yeah, I could. Yeah, sorry. I don't know you anymore. What? Because of Supercalifragilistic or Take That? Take That. I've got a special place in history. Don't get me on Spice Girls. Spice up your life. All the boys and the girls. Spice up your life. Ooh. Do, 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 do. So we're all having another shakedown before the racing begins. No dissing the Spice. Oh, so, you know, Take That, boo, but Spice Girls, yay. Girl power. I love girl power. Oh, I want to diss the Spice Girls. For a while there, I thought there was a couple of them with my wife. Future wife. Baby. Sporty. Scary. Ginger. And then Posh. I think that's the order. That's my order. What is your order of Spice Girls you'd like to impregnate? Oh, what did I do? Oh, that's right. I pressed circle at the time it went black, and I got all nervous. I was like, ooh. More of a shampoo fan myself. Oh yes. You got me there. I don't know shampoo. My pop knowledge is only the big ones. Okay, get rid of that. It's not exactly Marilyn Manson, is it? I think when everyone else was listening to Take That, I was listening to Nirvana, and Spice Girls, I think I was listening to Marilyn Manson. Disposable things, we're disposable things. Can't sing them. They don't sound as good. So Jam is leading the way. I wonder what was wrong then. I didn't really notice, to tell you the truth. And there we go. The rolling start has commenced. Racer Brown. Can he do the impossible? We will see. So Jam leading the way. You don't remember trouble? Oh God, yeah. Uh-oh, we're in trouble. Something's come along and it's burst our bubble. I only know one of their songs though. I didn't know they did any others. So Guesty there in second spot ahead of Skyjacker. Homesick Alien in fourth. JTX in fifth. Talleyrand sixth. Alphanut in seventh. Racer Brown in eighth. I reckon Skyjacker should have done a tactical break on the last lap of the last race and got pole. But Jam in a perfect spot here. Girl power. Viva le Mega Babes. This is Mika Wivery. See, I've got her on a tangent now of girl groups. She's lost interest in MTCC. Don't distract me. Don't sidetrack me, I mean. So Jam leading the way by a second from Guesty. Guesty playing the defensive role against Skyjacker. Serves Skyjacker right. It's what he's been doing most of this evening. Having to block and defend for his teammate. So now he's getting a taste of his medicine, and all he needs is a spoonful of sugar for that to help it go down. So Alien in fourth, JTX fifth, Talleyrand sixth. There's no movement at the back there. It is stalemate. Although, gosh, Racer Brown dropped right off the back of Alphanut, so it doesn't look like he's Suzuka Brown this week. Jam leading by 1.5 seconds. Dirty old love song. I know what boys like. Need I go on? Oh, because they were pretty girls, and you think that's why we were watching them. And Guesty's lost that position to Skyjacker. So Homesick Alien now looking for a way past the yellow Mitsubishi Kicker Lancer, whilst Jam 1.4 seconds ahead of Skyjacker. Skyjacker not having to play team orders in this race. Unlikely to as well, seeing Tallerando up to fifth already, making a move on the Alien into the first corner, and it was a tidy move, it has to be said. Beautiful race in there. Homesick Alien can all but sit there and wish he had a little bit more grunt coming out the corners. Looming Subaru, but he wishes he still had his Renault. Although I don't think he enjoyed the Renault too much. I think it's just Group 4 cars and tyre wear. It bamboozles the best of us. So Jam leading the way, 1.5 seconds from Skyjacker. Jam did a 2:13 on his first lap. Skyjacker did a 2:15, but he had to get himself past Guesty. Guesty still there in third, ahead of Talleyrand, with Homesick Alien fourth, JTX sixth, no, Homesick Alien fifth, JTX 6th, Alphanut in 7th, and Racer Brown's way off the back there. I don't know, something happened to him on his first lap. Maybe he did a 50-50 with someone and ended up worst off. Alphanut, you can see Talleyrand is 2-3 places ahead of him. That will not do. Mika Wivery says, oh, the all-time classic shampoo track. Kinky Ken and Bondage Barbie. Right, I'm done. I don't know that one. I know Barbie Girl by Aqua. I'm a Barbie girl. And there we see a battle there. The four-wheel drives getting schooled by the Red Rocket, Guesty, and Homesick Alien side by side, coming up to the fastest part of the track. Dare they? I know they've got four-wheel drives, but come on, boys. And yeah, Guesty, sensible. Oh, but the little lift to let Homesick by has left him wide open to be double pinzered by Alpha and JTX. Poor Guesty, he did the right thing. He really did the right thing then and lost out wholesale. So Jam, we're on that awful camera again. So Jam there leading the way by 1.2 seconds. Jam did a 208.879 on his last lap. Owl and Skyjacker did a 208.636, just a couple of tenths faster. Then Talleyrand in third spot in the 208.3. Homesick Alien fourth ahead of JTX and Alphanut. So JTX and Alphanut now catching up the next four-wheel drive car. And Guesty clinging onto the back of him. And poor Racer Brown, some 5 seconds off. Yes, I don't know what happened with him. We'll have to have a look on Discord for post-race analyses. So Jam 1.2 seconds leading. Oh, Skyjacker's really out wide, giving Talleyrand the opportunity to get ahead. Oh, he's done so well keeping Talleyrand away from those podium positions this evening, but just one little small mistake left him wide open to the champion-elect, or one of the champion-elects. Jam. Oh, we've got a Red Rocket 1-2. Lovely stuff. And Audi in third with a JTX fourth. JTX is he's not had a bad round this round, has he really? Homesick Alien holding that fifth ahead of Alphanut, but Alphanut has pulled the trigger and he's moved up the inside of the Subaru. Now Guesty looking back at the back of the Subaru. And Shadow Racer Brown not looking at anyone because he's really dropped off the pace. So Jam. Oh, this is awful for Jam. There's a race win on. Is he going to take it? I don't know if they communicate with each other, and I'm sure Talleyrand would say, take the win. Take the win, because Alphanut is down in fifth, and he deserves the win. He's had a rough couple of rounds, I think. Not just this round, a couple of rounds. He's had a couple of rough shouts last week with... Oh, Cthulhu's not here. I wonder what happened to Cthulhu. Talleyrand over there, trying to keep Skyjacker out of his toe, but Skyjacker's got a problem of his own with a JTX coming for him. Take it, Jam, you deserve it, says Mika. Pat says, maybe the Audis and VWs have nerfed Racer Brown's Lexus in the second interval. Yeah. So Jam 1.8 seconds ahead of his teammate Talleyrand. Skyjacker still maintaining that third spot from JTX, but JTX seems quite eager to have a taste of champagne. He's looking up the inside, but Skyjacker defending, as we've seen Skyjacker doing some amazing defending this evening, and it continues. But there it looks like JTX has got the inside line up the side of Skyjacker. Oh, he turned in a little too early, but it looks like they've both survived somehow. And Skyjacker trying to come back at JTX. JTX out wide. They're side by side. Coming up to the hairpin. JTX should have the inside line, but Skyjacker is ahead. JTX on the brakes. Alphanut has caught up his teammate, so that must be why Skyjacker is desperate to get back to JTX. And he looks like he's managed it just about. And now Alphanut coming to look. JTX had a lot of confidence that Alpha was not up the side of him in any way whatsoever then. The way he cut across, my word. That's called aggressive defending. Homesick Alien in 6th, with Guesty 7th. Racer Brown still there, trailing, but he's caught up Guesty a little bit, so he might get something out of this. Jam 2 seconds ahead of Talleyrand, who is 2.6 seconds ahead of Skyjacker. Skyjacker and JTX's battle continues. Too wide. We're going to threaten that we're going to have too wide through 130R, and they did kind of manage it, but Skyjacker came out on top. JTX trying to sneak up the inside. Oh, dearie me. I don't think that was ever on JTX. I just don't think that move was viable, but he tried it. And now Alphanut moving himself up into 3rd. Homesick Alien into 4th. Skyjacker, no, he's not giving up. Skyjacker has fought for everything tonight. You've got to take your hat off. I'm giving him driver of the evening because he has scrapped. Racer Brown had great 2 showings in the first 2 races, but really Skyjacker has scrapped like anything in this race. Homesick Alien trying to get ahead of JTX. JTX now shuffled down to 6th after that. It wasn't a dive bomb, it just wasn't an advisable move, I'd say. The door was open. I suppose the invite was sent, but it was always gonna, the door was always gonna be closing at the apex. So Jam 1.6 seconds ahead of Talleyrand. Alphanut into 3rd, so this changes the aspect a little bit. Jam will see who's in what position, I imagine. Oh, what does he do? What a horrible dilemma. So Mika says saw a gap and whoops. Mika Wivery said stuck a banana up the tailpipe of Racer Brown's car. Some shenanigans they're calling out Pat and Mika. Pat says seriously close racing from 3rd to 6th. Meanwhile VWs have just disappeared way ahead. They really have. This was their round. Talleyrand came from virtually the back. Alphanut then in third, 5 seconds adrift of these guys, with Skyjacker his teammate in fourth, Homesick Alien in fifth, with JTX struggling to stay on the track at this point in sixth, with Guesty catching him up, and Racer Brown coming back into play with still a good 2.5 laps to go. So Racer Brown, it's not all done and dusted for him yet. Looks like he's lining these two up. Not in this corner, please. I've had too much stress with this corner this evening. There you go. Nice orderly fashion. That's what I like. In the chat then, Mika says, Racer Brown are right there now. Yes, he is. So Jam still leading, 1.2 seconds on lap 6. He's led every lap. And I've got a feeling he's just going to do the right thing on the last lap, be the nice guy. So Alphanut ahead of his teammate Skyjacker, Homesick Alien. Oh no, Skyjacker loses the back end. Homesick Alien up into 4th place now. JTX 5th, Guesty 6th. Race Brown getting past, oh, Skyjacker obviously, yeah, because Skyjacker, poor Skyjacker, I don't even know what that was. Seemed like he had everything under control, and mid-corner, the back just went from him. So Racer Brown and Guesty hard fighting over 5th and 6th. No, 6th and 7th. JTX there, half a second behind the Alien. Alphanut is 1.6 seconds ahead of him. Oh, it's down to a second between Jam and Talleyrand. I've got to put my phone on YouTube now because the iPod just died. Ooh, hang on. I know you've probably written something really super interesting, so give me 2 ticks. I will be there. Oh, I've got to turn that idiot down. I tell you what, of all the commentators in all the world, poor VRC ended up with a lemon. There you go. What an awful voice. So Mick Wivery, I did all that to read. Back end of the AstroTurf, I think. Oh, for Skyjacker. I see. Jam still holding on to that lead. Further back, Alphanut pulling away. Oh, Homesick Alien, JTX giving it something. Look there, Racer Brown has got past Guesty. And now he wants a little action between these two. He's kind of muscled his way past Homesick. Not aggressively, but made himself a little bit of space there. And now he's wanting that 4th spot. What a comeback. What a fantastic comeback there. Skyjacker fuming he is, I imagine, in that car. Jam then onto the final lap, 8 tenths ahead of his teammate, who is in the championship fight with this man in 3rd, Alphanut. My gosh, that says Ferrari team orders still possible. I don't even think team orders. I think Jam's just a nice fella. I think he'll do it. And I imagine Talleyrand wouldn't expect him to, because it's a win. A win's a win. Here, I don't want to be tight with these. So Jam leading this race from the first corner virtually. Well, it was, I think. In the last lap now, with Talleyrand only half a second. Alphanut 7 seconds behind him. JTX has pulled away from Racer Brown. Homesick Alien is ahead of Guesty with Skyjacker there in 8th. So here we go. Talleyrand in 2nd spot, 2nd in the champion to Alphanut. Needs every single point he can get. Oh, he's racing him. He's racing him. That looked like Jam blocking. Jam closing the door. It's not all love and harmony in the VW camp, it seems. I don't think Jam wants to give the win up. Oh my, this is great. This is great stuff. Race on then from the 2 VW boys. No team orders. I think Jam giving him a spot in the first race was enough, maybe. I don't know. I think Jam will still pull over in the last corner. He just wants to lead the whole race. I think he wants to make it. Oh no, boys, don't do it to yourselves. 2nd place is still better. They're going to go side by side through the fast bit. Oh my word. Oh gosh, come on. Jam ahead of Talleyrand. We're all sat waiting with bated breath. Is Jam going to take the win? Or is he going to do the teammate thing? Talaran doesn't want to risk it, but there, I think. Oh, I don't know. Photo finish from the two VW boys. Well done, Talleyrand. Jam, excellent race. There comes Alpha Knight in third spot, ahead of JTX, who kept it ahead of Racer Brown in the end for fifth. Homesick Alien comes home sixth, Guesty in seventh. And a little further back we have Skyjacker. We saw put a quarter of a wheel on some AstroTurf, and that had him off. Pat said he is trying his best to win about Jam. Mick Wivery said they could make Talleyrand overtake look good. And Mick Wivery said, fight, fight. And there we see Skyjacker. Whew. And that is round 9. And I still don't think the championship's decided. It really isn't. It's wide open, in fact. Absolutely wide open. Congratulations, Talleyrand. Fantastic win. I imagine you'll dedicate it to your teammates. Who knows, but Talleyrand got the fastest lap as well. I'll take you to the race results. So Talleyrand, your race a winner by 0.045 of a second. And Jam leading the race from lap 1 all the way till the last corner, virtually. So congratulations, Jam. Alpha Nut, amazing race through the fields to get that podium position, keeping the championship alive into the last round. God, someone's going to have to do all the math for me so I can sit here of an evening knowing who's got to finish where. JTX in a 4th spot. Turned out to be quite a good round for JTX in the end. I think he got a 4th earlier on as well. Racer Brown got 5th in the end after something in the first race put him out and about 5 seconds away from the rest of the field, and he fought his way back to get himself a good 5th spot. Homesick Alien, it looks like Suzuka was not the track for the Subaru today, but he managed to get a 6th ahead of Guesty 7th and Skyjacker 8th, who I gave my racer of the evening to, and I stand by that. One small mistake I'm not going to hold against him. He had an amazing race, blocking, trying to do the teammate thing. He was a great Barrichello. And I say Barrichello, but I say Barrichello to you lot because it's annoying. But I say Barrichello. Even when I heard myself saying Barrichello, I thought, oh, so annoying. And Talleyrand got your fastest lap on lap 3 with a 2:08.371. Hoo-wee. So that's that. No racing Saturday, so you can have a night off, guys. I've still got a WRX challenge round to do at Lago Maggiore, I think, Maggiore. And Sunday night I am cacking myself because I'm hosting the Red Bull Junior Championship, so I'm doing all the work like starting the races and stuff. And as you see this evening, there was technical issues, and that's what I fear the most. So if you tune in for the Red Bull Juniors, you're just going to have to bear with me. And those that are taking part, I apologise now. Please just bear with me. I will wrap this up because I reckon Skyjacker's going to close this room. He seems to be in a bit of a rush this evening, to say the least. So I was your commentator, broadcaster extraordinaire, Dixon Yamada. Thank you for watching. I love you all. Be kind to each other. Give someone a hug. No, maybe not with COVID. Give someone a pretend hug. When you look at them, just imagine hugging them. Yeah, really. High five, air five people as you walk by. You're walking around like you're holding the sky up. Love you lots, guys. Stay good, stay true, stay cool. I'll see you next time. One more round for this. Tune in next Friday. I'll get it out. Bye.